that I had some errors here in my coverage. That's what I was expecting. That is not what we got. And it prompted me to reach out directly to him, to talk to him, to see, like, why isn't he acknowledging that? Is there a reason? Like, what is going on there? So I did. He made it very clear he was not very happy with my coverage of Stop Killing Games, which is fine. I think that's totally fine. I'm not going to leak DMs or really go in depth on our private conversation, but the point of me reaching out to him was to talk about his refusal to acknowledge that he did, maybe unintentionally, misrepresent Stop Killing Games, and it led to a just shy of 2 hours, like, circular argument that ultimately got us nowhere. He was more focused on his qualms with Stop Killing Games, and really liked to challenge me to prove him wrong about some of his hang-ups with it. And when I would mention, like, the behavior aspect, like, hey, you did misrepresent it, and I'd give him a timestamp, he'd then instead say how I'm wrong for thinking that he misrepresented it. We got nowhere. So I want to just publicly say this again. There are plenty of things.
What's going on, everybody? Back to another video. It is your boy Nino, aka Consistent Nino. Yeah, man, unfortunately, man, I did have to double tap on that bitch ass nigga, Piratesoftware. It is what it is, bro. So, you know, funny enough, actually, I looked over a couple more videos, you know, obviously the big one in question is Charlie's. That's when I was like, oh yeah, I'm making a part 2 on this fucking pussy. But I missed that he had tweeted directly at my guy Ross. God, what a fucking fool. Man, wow. I really want to say it, but I can't say it. I promise to be better. We must be better for those come after. Let me jump. I put out 2 videos disagreeing with your initiative 10 months ago and haven't talked about it since. Now your initiative has failed and you're blaming me for it. You're blaming me for 33 minutes of an hour-long video covering it. Your community is out in force shitting up our streams and socials with hate messages, threats. Since you're so set on cutting up my responses into pieces, try to make me seem unhinged, I'm gonna drop my videos here to show actual context. There is also a massive pin FAQ on the first video you can read through to see my reasoning. To quote back to you, if you're gonna hate me, at least hate me for what I'm actually saying. The only engagement I've seen that is level-headed from this Lewis Rossman. What? His video breaks down what I disliked and tried to meet in the middle with a conversation that made sense. On that video, as screenshotted below, I'm fine talking to people that are level-headed about this and can have a conversation, but to be real, dude, every time you've been involved in our orbiters, your orbiters turn shit toxic instantly and it turns me off. Your community is fucking rabid and it's shit to deal with for anyone who's on the other side of the argument. Why do you think I haven't talked about this shit in 10 months? Why do you think we auto-mute anybody to bring up in chat? Because it's been rage bait and shit flinging the entire time. Your own Reddit had people openly talking about causing drama in our community to try and stir up more support. I still disagree with your movement for all the reasons I stated. That's unlikely to change, and at this point I am more than fine with that. My fault. Oh my gosh. So, and then 5 hours ago to his fucking 8-hour goddamn fucking tweet, he made a follow-up to right here. You just talked to Charlie and John Strife Hayes of Forbidden DMs. If you're mad at me for being a dick to Ross, I get it and I'm sorry about that. I should not have lashed out, but I had an emotional response due to how important the subject is to me. On the developer side, I've been in a constant battle with people online for nearly a decade, trying to inform them about how difficult it is to make and release video games. Are easy to overcome and will be simple to implement is the exact kind of thing that I've been fighting. When I bring up the issues with leaving only in a functional playable state after sunsetting, I'm always met with responses diminishing the effort needed to do that. This is not a simple hurdle to overcome and exactly why I don't like this initiative. You can't leave these challenges up to a figure it out mentality, and you can't diminish the work of those on the dev side just because you went your way. Movements like this showcase to me how little the general public understands. That's why I put videos out poking holes in this, because it sets the entire conversation back to the Stone Age in terms of developer / player understanding. Making shit is hard. Making shit when people think it's easy is harder. Sorry, if you want all games to be left in a functional playable state, they need to properly, since this initiative's primary goal as oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna read this one last tweet and then we're off that. We're off Twitter for today. Jack Vanilla From one dev to another, you lack the intellectual octane to maneuver the space. Many games, specifically MP games, solved 90% of preservation issues decades ago. We just stopped doing it so we could push consumers to yearly reskin because that was more profitable. The problem has already been solved. It's strange to see a dev so lost. There's a few hangups with MTX, but that is a design problem and not a Empire response. If you want to build an online game in that environment, you would need to support that throughout the lifecycle of development. Online only games are made or broken based on players' demand for them. If the demand goes down, then the game dies. You don't really know when/if this is going to happen, but you can forecast for it and give a best guess. This means that over the life cycle of the game, you will need to constantly be updating those releasable versions. That means developer and tester time for every version of the game. Online games evolve over time. It's generally the point that adds cost and pressure to every release and likely more hiring requirements to fill the need. A lot of smaller teams will just dip out as a result. This isn't gonna work. This isn't where you can simply just do quickly at the end of your studio's lifespan. As a dev, but as a dev, you know that, right? Then Jack responds, we can limit restructuring with APIs. In your example of MMOs, even end user companies, their own APIs to facilitate when none existed, and you need to update, adjust, etc. But that's part of business and running a service that requires maintenance. You're doing it anyway. Build it smarter from the onset and you'll be fine. Wait until everything crumbles and you're toast. This is Dev 101, bitch, and starts before production. But as a dev, you know that though, right? We're catty. Baddies good. The baddies hub. Uh-oh, baddies hub. It seems like you might be talking about running a distributed architecture, which doesn't work for all game services. You cannot do this when you need the source of truth to be kept from the players to ensure a level of playing ground. API is just a communication bridge. What is your intent with an API, and what would you be communicating? You're trolling, right? This nigga said, dipshit, fuck you, you're a retard. Yeah, no, they're cooking this little fucking moron. I've been pioneering the end of pirate software for so long, and it is just so good to see that come to fruition. I mean, it is simply astounding. I can barely contain my excitement through all things. I know he will deliver them for me. Nah, bro, but dead real shit, though. Dead real shit, bro. Dead real shit. Praise God, bro. Praise God. Praise God, bro. I'm so glad this nigga's fucking crashing and burning, bro. Honestly, bro, look, man, he's doing it to himself, man. He's doing it to himself. It was just a one-off statement, in Pirate's little, tweet. But Charlie actually goes into, a little bit more into detail. He said we had about a 2-hour, little back and forth. And really, but hey man, if nothing else, man, props to Charlie for actually reaching out. I don't think anybody else has done that as of from videos I've seen. I don't know, man. I guess they make the fucking pirate software stubborn as a mule, because this motherfucker just will not concede for nothing, bro. He swears up and fucking down, bro. This initiative passed, bro. Crunch time is gonna become fucking mandatory, bro. They're gonna start introducing slave whips back. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Half the people, the fucking indie developers who he's championing for, fuck AAA, but guys champion the little dogs. Half of these niggas are not making online only fucking games. Now there might be some random fucking Steam DRM bullshit in there, you know what I'm saying? But that's the point, bro. Like, that shouldn't, get the shit out the fucking game, bro. If I bought the game and I got the game, I should be able to play the motherfucking game. This nigga, no, man, I don't know, man. Do you niggas really deserve to play the game when it sunset? I ain't got too much more to say about this nigga, bro. I got about an hour left of DMs up in me that I can read off to y'all, and then we're gonna hit up the Dire Mall situation. But yeah, man, this guy is just the fucking worst, man. He he's genuinely the fucking worst. Like, oh my god, you just keep on digging the fucking hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, bro. Do you know what the definition of fucking insanity is? Don't worry about it. Voss, take it away.
me! This isn't about me! This is about the thousands of people murdered and the countless other lives destroyed! Why is above the law? Why does never pay for his crimes? Where is it when people are trying to put their world back together?
Okay, buddy, we hear you. So, what do you want?
What do I want? I want the truth! I want justice!